incoming Game 2 of this best out of 3 series, taken from MLG Columbus 2011, another battle between these two awesome players. One of the finest in Europe dukes it out against one of the top Korean pro gamers. It's going to be a clash between this red Terran spawning on the bottom left of Shakura's plateau, the German LiquidTLO, playing Terran currently, but already played Random and Zerg in the past. And as you guys know, he's been living in Sweden on that new pro gaming house that they settled there. If you're curious about it, you can even check it on the rematch episodes that I uploaded on my channel. And well, as we know, TLO has been struggling a little bit with his health. He's gonna have to take a break and have some rest, so hopefully you're gonna see more of him soon. But for now, he will be a bit away from all the action, all the big high-end gaming. And well, best wishes for TLO. Hopefully going to see more of him in the future. He's going to be facing here against this blue Zerg spawning on the top right corner of Shakura's plateau. It's IMLosira from Team Incredible Miracle, one of the top players in Korea and one of the finest Zergs in the whole world, in my modest opinion. You cannot underestimate this guy. He will chew you, spit you, and there won't be much left when he finishes you up. So TLO already realized that on game 1, obviously. He saw what happened with Losira taking the win, meaning that Losira is winning and taking the lead 1-0 on this series. And TLO will have all the responsibility to take the final victory on this specific battle, or else it's going to be 2-0 for Losira and it's going to be basically over. So TLO needs to step up his game, show Losira who's boss, and take this to a final ace match. But taking a look at the matchup, and let's see what the players are going for. Here on Losira's side, he's still keeping it safe, going for spawning pool first, so he's going to have at least a couple of Zerglings out soon to help out defend against any early aggression that TLO might decide to send his way, or to finish off any SCV being used for scouting purposes. But it seems like that TLO is not very concerned about his scouting. He didn't send any SCV, just investing a lot on his mineral rack, and at the same time finishing his wall off. There's still a little gap, and with this drone advancing, he's going to be able to pass. And we do see that Losira, meanwhile, is getting his natural expo there, so keeping it safe, going to play out of 2 bases soon enough, and incoming the drone. Oh, that was a close call, almost killed, and I was going to try to steal the gas, but no, TLO with some huge reactions there, very nice reflexes, grabbing the gas first and denying Losira that chance to be annoying and steal the gas from TLO, and then just finishing off the drone with the marine that he had out. So brilliant defense there by TLO with some huge reflexes, just grabbing it before Losira was able to start thwarting his plans this early. Meanwhile here, TLO on the front of his base is getting the racks into a factory. As you can see, he's already getting the reactor, meaning that this opening is quite similar to what he did on the previous matchup. We might be seeing a switch here and getting some Hellions out to start harassing that mineral line, and obviously every Zergling that Losira might be able to put out. Meanwhile here on Losira's side, almost finished that hatchery. There's already some workers getting transferred. From what I can see, they're being sent down to start working on that mineral line, and we do witness that on TLO's side, he's already trying to get the switch done and at the same time grabbing a command center, so preparing to expand to his natural expo. And basically this is quite similar to what he did on the previous match, like I stated before. He's going to try to expand on the back of some Hellion harass, and we might be seeing something else coming out soon. There was a tech lab getting attached there, but apparently cancelled it. And we do see there's a couple of Hellions, there's more getting queued up, so he will be getting plenty of Hellions out soon enough. While on Losira's side, he's just keeping it cautious, getting some static defenses, a single spine crawler on front of his base, just going to allow him to poke and prod at any units advancing, while we have this couple of Zerglings going to the Zelnaga watchtowers. But the Hellions are just going to roast them really fast. So if Losira was expecting to maintain any map control for a little while there, no chance, it's over with the Hellions advancing, and now it's time for Losira to react to this. I'm not sure exactly what his plan is at the moment. What I do know is that he doesn't have much of a defense. A spine crawler and 3 queens won't be enough, at least I'm assuming so. Depends on how aggressive TLO will be going with this push. For now he's gathering 2 more Hellions, so 4 Hellion play advancing, while we do witness here on this side Losira just positioning his units, tech lab attached to that factory, so he did the switch again and now getting some siege tanks out, while he gets another Rax with a tech lab attached to it. And we do have, there it is, the Hellions trying to roast that creep tumor and denying the creep spread for Losira, while LoZira starts making a second hatch inside his natural expo. So macro hatch there to increase his production. This is going to be interesting to follow because he's going to be having a solid production. I'm not sure if he's going to prepare some kind of timed push with a lot of units, but for now we're going to have to wait and see. He might even decide to just rack up more and more workers to expand to a third base soon enough. Evo chamber going down. Meanwhile here on TLO side, he's trying to finish another racks and attach it to the reactor, while he's sending a small contingent force here to the front of the natural expo. I think he might be planning some kind of push soon enough. Maybe a timed push based on this stim pack. He's even starting the siege tech at the same time, so might be a nice solid push already with those upgrades getting ready. While on LoZira's side, he's getting the Zergling speed and also the melee attack. Oh, he's even sending an SCV to repair his alien, so he must be preparing something soon. Get ready, people, because TLO is not going to be hanging there for long. There's plenty of queens here by LoZira, and notice him just advancing with his spine crawler to gain a forward position on the front of the ramp that gives access to the natural expo. So slowly pushing away the aliens from TLO, and TLO forced to back off a little bit while the queens take care of the creep tumor and all of that creep highway that LoZira will be needing, at least to reach the mid of the map would be interesting. Not sure exactly where LoZira is planning to expand next, but if it's going to be south to this third base here, he might be needing to expand the creep there. For now we do have a lot of aliens roasting all of the units from LoZira. It's basically a bunch of Zerglings that are trying to pass here, but the aliens are just containing the movements while we witness the forces from TLO advancing, and this is going to be a timed push based on the moment that that stim pack is going to finish. Get ready for lots of aggression ensuing here from TLO, and here he comes. He's going to try to get into that creep, but should be a good idea for him to force the creep to recede a little bit. While you do see that LoZira was taking care of the rocks here on the back with a lot of Zerglings, but these Zerglings are not going to be last long with the forces from TLO coming here and destroying most of it. There's only two Zerglings left, while we do see the forces from LoZira trying to get us around, instantly blasted away by the siege tanks that are just hanging here on the edge of the creep. And we do see that now LoZira is getting a lot of banelings there on that corner. He's slowly blasting away at that spine crawler and trying to finish off that barracks that TLO was sending on top of his natural expo. And here coming the forces from LoZira, try to get down the forces from TLO, but no. Oh, we lost so many banelings there by that siege tank line, destroyed most of them before they were able to reach the bio forces and also the fragile Hellion. So well defended by TLO once more. He still has his siege line set up here, and he's gonna be forcing LoZira to recede this creep highway, destroying so many creep tumors. And notice that LoZira basically is pinned inside his natural expo at the moment, trying to get out, but there's so many forces from TLO containing his movements here in the entrance to his natural expo. LoZira is just stacking up units here on his natural expo. He's trying to come out now with more banelings coming out straight into those siege tanks. Nice there. Oh, we killed so much of that bioforce there. Well defended by LoZira, finishing off the siege tank line and the bioforces and forcing TLO to retreat. So very well defended there by LoZira, finally able to put all of those forces away. There's the banelings nest. I was wondering where he was, and now he's starting a spire on the back of his natural expo, meaning that we might be going for some harass. He's gonna go for some kind of trade-off with TLO, since TLO has been pressuring him since the early stages of this game. I guess that it's LoZira time to advance and start harassing on those mineral lines as well to contain the progress from TLO, or else TLO is just gonna be fine and tranquil doing his SimCity back on his bases, and that's exactly what TLO wants, but it isn't what LoZira needs, so LoZira needs to avoid that and start poking and prodding at his bases. For now, as you can see, plenty of bio incoming by TLO, a lot of racks here, at the moment 5 racks play, while on LoZira's side, he went for a third base. There it is, his second expo down south, and he needs to probably stretch his creep all the way down here. He has a lot of creep tumors, so I think that's going to be doable soon. And he has plenty of his forces going up here to this third base. Maybe he was just coming here to check if his opponent was if his opponent was already expanding. But notice this Zergling being left here on the front of the natural expo from TLO. He's going to be able to spot the moment that TLO pushes out, and he might be making some decisions based on the moment that he gets killed. There it is, that Zergling spotted everything going on, and there's a big blue blob on the top north, and here he comes. Seems like that LiquidTLO is going to advance with a big Zergling force into his opponent's base. Oh, and he doesn't have any defenses, he was just pushing out. TLO trying to react, pulling all of his workers out of the mineral line, but there's so many of them here. Whoa, so many Zerglings trying to assault, destroying as much as possible of this mineral line, interrupting TLO's economy, as you can see. And now TLO forced to push back this time. Keep in mind that on the previous match you had something similar to this. Basically you had LiquidTLO just taking a good timing and noticing when his opponent pushes out of his base to flank him on the side and just invade these mineral lines. But this time doesn't seem like LiquidTLO was as much successful as he was on the previous game, and TLO was able to defend it very, very well. I think he didn't lose that many workers, exactly, only 8, so well defended there by TLO once more. And now LiquidTLO advancing with his Mutalisks towards his opponent's main base, so more harassing coming after trying to go after those mineral lines. Well defended by TLO, but now with the double pronged attack we're gonna have LiquidTLO advancing here on this main base, while there's a battle ensuing on the front door of the natural expo from TLO that you could follow on the pip screen. There we go, Mutalisks trying to advance here, applying the pressure on all the TLO's forces, forcing to bring some Marines here to shoot down this Mutalisks, or at least scare them away so they can let loose of the of the mineral lines from TLO. I don't think he got that many workers. Let's just take a look. Yeah, well, he racked up some more, that's for sure. It was on 8, now on 17, so he did actually profited a little bit from that that assault, and even took his time and was able to supply block TLO. As you can see, when those Zerglings arrived here on the main base from TLO, there was a supply depot here and another one that he destroyed around this area, so it was enough to just supply block TLO for a little while. And TLO, it is planning to expand with another orbital command, but this might be risky. As you can see, the creep spread by LiquidTLO is advancing really fast, and seems like that is gonna be planning to have a massive battle on that middle area, I would say. For now, TLO is not receding the creep, is not taking care of the creep tumors, meaning that LiquidTLO is just working fine, getting his creep highway rolling, and his Mutalisk count is getting really big. 18 at the moment, 23 Zerglings, so Mutaling army for now with some Banelings. Fairly standard for the Zerg player, but it is a really quick army, and if you have the micro to handle it, you can just flank your opponent back and forth all day long. So well played here by LiquidTLO. For now he's just trying to harass, getting a snipe on the siege tank. Yes, he was able to get the snipe there, and now the Marines showing up to start shooting down some of those mutas, forcing LiquidTLO to pull away once more. And I did saw here on the back there's already Thors rolling, meaning that TLO will have some counter to this muta play. The only issue is that the Thors are fairly slow and the mutas are tremendously fast, so this might be troublesome. There it is, some missile turrets helping to defend. LiquidTLO focusing fire, but no, TLO repairing the turret and saving it. Well defended again by TLO, thwarting the aggression and the harass by LiquidTLO, and now these Marines will be able to reach the Mutalisks. LiquidTLO will have to put them further away. There it is, and at the same time that LiquidTLO harasses, he grabs a 4th here and a 5th as well, so 5 base Zerg. This is gonna be tremendous, as you might imagine, because 5 bases in the hands of someone that is able to macro like LiquidTLO, he's gonna rack up a huge army. He's gonna mass up to that supply, max supply soon enough. He's already on 178 against 137 from TLO, meaning that he's going to be on 200 soon, and he's going to be able to replenish his army so quickly. These Mutalisks keep going back and forth. There's plenty of missile turrets helping to defend. Doesn't seem like LiquidTLO is going to be able to do much else, but as you guys already seen on the worker count, he already has 27 workers killed, so it has been slowly paying off. He's been slowing down the economy for TLO. As you can see, there's a tremendous difference there on the income and also on the worker count, while we witness on LiquidTLO's side, he's basically massing up a huge army close to the entrance to this natural expo and his 3rd. I would like to go and take a look at it, but for now I do see that LiquidTLO is harassing a lot here on the main base from TLO. TLO just basically doesn't have much of a mineral line here anymore. Some forces trying to defend with the Thor blasting away at that Mutalisk force and backed up by some Marines trying to shoo it away, and the Mutalisks are really weak. But taking a look here, oh my god, what is this? Look at the amount of banelings he has here. He has 101 banelings. This is gonna be brutal. Guys, run away. This is gonna be carnage, total massacre here. Incoming the banelings from LoZira, advancing towards TLO's forces. 101 banelings. Run, run, says the Marines. Just fly away, and oh, look at how many banelings just exploding everything in front of them. There's nothing left of the forces from TLO, and TLO GGing out of this match. Whoa, brutal army baneling force that LoZira had assembled here. There was nothing left in the end, and as you can see, well, he basically just chewed down or melted away the forces from TLO with that over 100 baneling force that he tried to push here. And well, he paid off. He still had banelings there, more than enough to just destroy this mineral line easily, and he had the TLO basically contained on that 2-base play. He was attempting to grab his third here, but he only had mules. There was not much of a mineral line. He was just starting his work, so he was quite delayed on his economy, especially against a 5-base LoZira, I would say. And well, LoZira just crushed him completely with some awesome macro gaming there, and then that immense baneling sea that splashed into all of his units, well, was just irresistible, and TLO had to GG out of the match. So TLO losing the series 2-0, not much to say about that, it's basically over. I hope you guys enjoyed the match and the series. Let's go for another one. See you later.